Welcome, dear students. In the previous lecture, we completed two questions from practice set 2.2. Today, we have to complete remaining two questions. Dear students, let's start with the third question. Represent the numbers root 5 and root 10 on a number line. We have to show this root 5 separately on a number line and this root 10 separately on a number line. For that purpose, dear students, you must have to draw a number line. I have drawn here a line. On that we have to represent the numbers. All of you know that on a number line there are infinitely numbers. And see here, suppose we take this number line, on both the end we have to draw the arrows. Suppose I take here 0, this point is a 0, and on this side we have to take the positive numbers, and on this side we have to take the negative numbers. Dear students, we take a 2 centimeter distance between these two numbers. Suppose these are the markings of 2 centimeters. We can take 1 centimeter, but we have to take uniform distance everywhere. We are taking it as a 2 centimeter. It may be 1 centimeter, it may be a 3 centimeter, but for our convenience you are taking it as a 2 centimeter. On this, suppose I write here 0, then here it is 1, here it is 2, here it is 3, 4 and 5, like this. Then here minus 1 and here it is minus 2. Like this on the number line the numbers are there. Now see, we have to represent first root 5 on a number line. To represent this root 5 on a number line, first of all we have to decide the position. What will be the position for that purpose? That means that root 5 lies between which two numbers, that first of all we have to find out. For that purpose, dear student, see, suppose we have to represent root 5 on a number line. If I consider this root 5, then I write here root 4, it is root 3, then it is root 2 and it is root 1. Now square root of 1, it is 1. Then square root of root 4, it is 2. And then here it is root 6, here it is root 7, here it is root 8 and here it is root 9. Then tell me the square root of 9, that means root 9, it is 3. And see, dear students, between root 1 and root 4, that means it is 1 and 2. The numbers root 2 and root 3 lies between 1 and 2. Then root 4 is a 2 and root 9 is a 3. Therefore root 5, root 6, root 7, root 8 are lies between these 2 and 3. That means we can find out the position of our point where we have to represent root 5. That means this root 5 lies between these 2 and 3. Therefore see here, these 2 and these 3, our point, that means root 5 lies between these 2 and 3. Now we have to find out the exact position of that point. For that purpose, what we have to do, we have to give the name of that point. Suppose this is origin, we denote it as a 0, that is 0, that is O. Then here, see, the root 5 lies between 2 and 3, therefore we have to take these 2 as our point, it is A. Now from this point A, we have to draw a perpendicular line, that means the angle must be 90 degree. Therefore what we have to do, on this point 2 we have to draw a perpendicular line, therefore we take a 90-degree angle, and by taking this 90-degree angle we can draw a perpendicular line like this. We draw this perpendicular line on point A on these two because our point lies between these 2 and 3. Therefore on these 2 we draw the perpendicular line. Now dear students, what we have to do, we have to take, see, between these 2 points there is a uniform distance. 3 and 4 we take a same distance. Between 4 and 5 there is the same distance. Same way we have to take the same distance, that means 0 to 1, same distance we have to assume as a 1 unit, and that distance we have to take on this perpendicular line. This is our point B. This is our point B. Now see dear students, we have to represent root phi. We find out that root phi lies between these 2 and 3. Therefore we draw a perpendicular line on these 2. Now we take a 0 to 1 distance as a 2 centimeter. We can take any distance, but we have to take uniform distance everywhere. That means 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, same distance will be there, and same distance we have to take on this perpendicular line, and then we have to join this O with B. This O with this point B like this. Now dear students, here we get a triangle OAB, and here angle A is a 90 degree. That means triangle OAB is a right angle triangle, and in this right angle triangle, now dear student, can you tell me the distance between O to A, that means distance OA, is how much? This is O, 0 to 1, it is 1 unit, and 1 to 2, it is also 1 unit. That means distance OA is 2 units. And all of you know that we take the same distance, that is 0 to 1, and this AB, it is 1 unit. Now can we find out the distance OB? Yes, see, OAB is a right angle triangle, and in this triangle we know the perpendicular side OA, we know the another AB is there. Then by using Pythagoras we definitely find out the distance OB. Let's find out how much it. For that purpose we have to use the Pythagoras theorem. Therefore we have to write here, see, first of all, see, this is O, this is A, and this is B. This is a right angle triangle. In this triangle, first of all we have to write, in triangle OAB, measure angle OAB is equal to 90 degree. It is 90 degree. Therefore we can write here, by Pythagoras theorem. Now all of you know the Pythagoras theorem, that is square of hypotenuse is equal to the square of sum of square of remaining 2 perpendicular sides. Now dear student, in this right angle triangle, angle A is 90 degree. Therefore this OB is known as hypotenuse. Therefore we can write here, length OB square is equal to length OA square plus length AB square. Now all of you know that this OA distance is a 2 unit. Therefore we make the square of that, plus AB distance is a 1 unit. Therefore we can write square of 1. Square of 2 is a 4, and square of 1 is a 1. Therefore it is 5. That means length OB square is a 5. Now by taking the square root of both sides, we get here length OB is equal to root 5. Now dear students, we got the length OB. The distance between O and B is root 5. Now we have to represent this root 5 on a number line. Therefore we have to put the metal point on a O and pencil point on a B, and that means the distance between these 2 points is a root 5. Now with the help of this compass we have to make the arc like this. See dear students, with the help of this compass we are drawing the arc on a number line like this. We make the arc on a number line. Now dear student, the distance between these 2 points is a root 5. Therefore this point is supposed to be point C, and this represent number root 5. This 0 to 1 number, therefore this point represent the 1. 0 O to A, it is 2 units, therefore this 2 point, and 0 to this point C, that means O to C is distance root 5, therefore this point C represent the number root 5. Like this we can represent root 10 or many numbers on a number line. Dear students, see here what precautions we have to take. We have to take a uniform distance between these 2 points, and first of all we have to decide the position of a root 5. Root 5 lies between 2 and 3. How can we find out it? For that purpose we are using this root 5. Before that it is root 4, that means root 4 and root 6, root 7, root 8 and root 9. Root 9 means 3 and root 4 is a 2. In between root 5 is lies. Got it? That way we find out the exact position of root 5, and for finding out the exact position we draw point A, and on point A we draw the perpendicular line, and we get here, we take a distance AB as a 1 unit. Then we join this O with B. Here we get a right angle triangle. In this right angle triangle we find out the root 5 by using the Pythagoras theorem, and this OB is the root 5. Similarly, by using compass we draw the arc on number line. Then we get here distance OC. Distance OC is root 5. Therefore point C represent the number root 5. I think everyone understood this point. Now we have to start with root 10. Now we have to represent root 10 on a number line. Therefore we have to write here represent root 10 on a number line. Now as we show root 5 on a number line, for that purpose we draw a number line. Similarly, for this root 10 we have to draw a separate number line like this. It is a line, therefore we have to draw arrow on both the end. After that we have to, suppose we have to take here the origin, that is 0, and as we draw uniform distance between 2 points in the previous sum, similarly we have to take 2 centimeter distance. We can take this distance as a 1 centimeter also, we can take it as a 3 centimeter also, but we have to take uniform distance between every 2 points. It may be a 2, it may be a 3. Here for our convenience we are taking it as a 2 centimeter. Now dear student, here it is 1, here it is 2, 3, it is 4, here it is 5, On this side we are taking -1 and -2, -1, -2, like this. Now we have to decide the position as we have see in a representation in a root 5. Now see here, as we saw, this root 5 lies between 2 and 3. Similarly, we have to find out the position of root 10. For that purpose, see dear students, here root 9 is there, here root 10 is there, root 11, root 12, root 13, root 14, root 14, root 15 and root 16. Out of this we can take out the square root of 9, it is 3, and the square root of this root 16, it is 4. And this our point, we have to represent root 10, it is like this. Therefore this root 10 is lies between 3 and 4. Root 10 lies between 3 and 4. Therefore see, root 11, root 12, root 13, root 14, root 15 are also lies in between 3 and 4. Therefore our point is root 10. Therefore we have to, we know that now this root 10 lies between 3 and 4. As we find out root 5 lies in 2 and 3, we draw the perpendicular line on point 2. Similarly, our point root 10 is lies between 3 and 4. Therefore we have to draw the perpendicular line on point 3. Therefore see dear students, here we have to draw the perpendicular line. I think everyone understood why we are drawing perpendicular line on point 3. In the previous sum we draw on this perpendicular line on point 2 because root 5 lies between 2 and 3 and root 10 lies between 3 and 4. Therefore we are drawing perpendicular line on this point 3. For drawing we are using this protractor. Here we have to draw the measure of angle 90 degree, and that will be the perpendicular line. Here it is, we have to make the arrow. Dear students, now see here, it is origin O, this is 3 and we write it as a point B. Here we have to make the marking of 90 degree because point B is a 90 degree. As in a previous sum, what we have done, we have taken a distance, this distance which is uniformly everywhere in between 2 points. Same distance we have to take from this B and make arc like this, and we can write here, this is point, suppose this is point A is there. Got it? Now see here, this OAB distance is a 1 unit. We are taking it as a 2 centimeter. We can take it as a 3 centimeter, any uniform distance, but we have to consider it as a 1 unit distance. This is 0 to 1 unit, 1 to 2 2 units, and 2 to 3 3 units. That means distance OB is now 3 units. I think everyone understood this. Now we have to join this OA. This we join this OA. As in a previous sum, we find out this hypotenuse by using Pythagoras. Similarly, we have to use here also Pythagoras theorem. See OBA or ABO. Here angle B is 90 degree. Therefore, this triangle is a right angle triangle. In this right angle triangle, OB distance is a 3 unit. AB is a 1 unit. We can write here units, and we have to find out OA. Now dear students, we have to apply here Pythagoras theorem. Now first of all, we have to write the name of a triangle. It is in triangle OBA. Measure angle OBA is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, by Pythagoras theorem, which is the hypotenuse OA. Therefore, we can write here length OA square is equal to length OB square plus length AB square. Now we have to find out OA. OB is a 3 square plus AB is a 1 square. It is 9. Square of 3 is 9 and square of 1 is a 1. It is 10. Therefore, we got here length OA square is a 10. Therefore, length OA is equal to root 10. We are taking the square root of both the sides. Now, dear student, length OA is a root 10. We have to write here length OA is a root 10. Now, same distance we have to take on a number line. For that purpose, see, we have to put the metal point on O, then pencil point on A. That means we got here root 10 distance between these 2 points, and then now we have to draw. See, from here we can draw the arc on a number line like this. This arc intersect the number line on this point, and now dear student, this is our point and this point is root 10. It is supposed to be a C point and this C point is root 10. Therefore, by this way we can represent any number on a number line. Dear student, if we have to solve this sum for the exam, then you have to draw this diagram and you must have to write the proof. That means you must have to write this part. You have to show that, you have to prove that this distance OA is a root 10, and then this distance we are taking and making the arc on a number line. Same way, see dear students, we represent root 5 on a number line. Here also you have to draw this diagram and then you have to write this proof. By writing this, we are showing that distance OA is a root 5, and then we make the arc, then we get the point C, which is a root 5. Dear student, everyone understood this, how to represent the number on a number line. For that purpose, first of all, we have to find out the position of that number. That means first of all we have to find out this number lies between which two numbers. This number lies between these two numbers. That first of all we have to decide, and then we have to do the following procedure to find out the any number on a number line. I think everyone understood this. Try to draw this on your notebook. Let's see the fourth sum. Dear student, see the question number 4th one. Write any 3 rational numbers between the two numbers given below. See the question again. Write any 3 rational numbers. We have to write 3 rational numbers. But which 3 rational numbers? Between the two given numbers below. See the first sum. Here 0.3 and minus 0.5. These two rational numbers are given, and between these two rational numbers there are infinitely many rational numbers. From that we have to write 3 numbers. Dear students, between any two rational number there are infinitely many rational numbers, and here 4 sums are given. and for this we have to write three rational numbers. Between these two we have to write three rational numbers. Between these two we have to write three rational numbers, and here also between these two given numbers we have to find out three rational numbers. Now dear students, these are very easy. We can solve this by many methods. For this first sum I will show two methods, and for this remaining three I will solve this by one method. You can try these remaining three by second method. Now see, if we have to find out the rational numbers between these two numbers. Therefore first of all this is 0.3 and this is minus 0.5. First of all we write the minus number, that is minus 0.5, and it is 0.3. Now we can write here, see here, this minus 0.5. Before that it is minus 0.4, all of you know this. Then here it is minus 0.3. After that it is minus 0.2, 0.5, 0.4, 0.3, 0.2, minus 0.1, then it is 0, then it is 0.1, 0.2 and 0.3. Like this, dear student, it is minus 0.5, here it is 0.3. Between this there are infinitely many numbers we have written. I think everyone understood that this we can write any three from this which are lies between this 0.3 and minus 0.5. This is the first method. I think very easy it is. Now if we have to solve this by another method, see here it is 0.3 and here it is minus 0.5. Now see, we have to write it like this. 0.3 means it is 3 upon 10, and this minus 0.5 means minus 5 upon 10. Now both are the same. We have to find out the numbers between these two given numbers. Dear students, if A and B are two given numbers, and if we have to find out the number between these two given numbers, we have to use one formula. Suppose the number between A and B is C, and this C is half into A plus B. We have to make the addition of these two and make the half of that, then the number between A and B is a C. How can we find out it? Just make the half of sum of these two numbers. Now see, we have to find out the numbers between 3 upon 10 and minus 5 upon 10. For that purpose, what we have to do? First of all, we have to find out the three numbers. We have to find out the three numbers between these two. Therefore, we have to assume, suppose let A is equal to 3 upon 10 and B is equal to minus 5 upon 10, and C, D and E are the numbers between A and B. Now first of all we have to find out C. Therefore we write here C is equal to A plus B upon 2. Like this we can write, or we can write here half into a plus b. Now see here half, then a means 3 upon 10 plus b means minus 5 upon 10. Then we have to find out the numbers. For that purpose, see 1/2 as it is. Now dear student, denominator are same, it is 10, then it is 3 minus 5. Then we got here 1 upon 2 into 3 minus 5, it is minus 2 upon 10. These 2 and minus 2 get cancelled, it is 1 upon 10, it is minus 1 upon 10. Now dear students, we got here first number between a and b. It is c minus 1 upon 10, or we can write it like this. It is c is equal to minus 0.1. Like this. Now we have to find out this point D. For that purpose, what we have to take? That means this point D lies between A and C. Therefore, D is equal to half into A plus C. Now see here, it is 1 upon 2 into this A. A means 3 upon 10 plus it is minus C is minus 1 upon 10. Then it is 1 upon 2 into here denominator are same 10, this is 3, this plus minus 1, it is minus 1, then it is 1 upon 2 into 2 upon 10, then it is this 2 get cancelled, it is 1 upon 10. Therefore D is equal to 1 upon 10. We can write it as a 0.1. Got it? Now we have to find out the point E. Then E is equal to half into, we can find out between D and E. Now therefore we have to write here D plus, this is, we have to find out E, this is D plus B. Now 1 upon 2 into, what is D? D is 1 upon 10 plus, what is B? It is minus 5 upon 10. Now we have to solve this. It is 1 upon 2. It is denominator are same. It is 10. 1 minus 5. Dear student, it is 1 upon 2 into 1 minus 5. It is minus 4 upon 10. Then here it is, if we simplify this, it is 2 minus 2, that is minus 2 upon 10, then it is minus 0.2. Got it there? Here it is point E, it is minus 0.2. Now dear student, all of you got this. First point is a C, it is minus 0.1. If you see in a first method, it is C 0.1, minus 0.1 is here. Then here it is 0.1, it is 0.1, and here it is minus 0.2, here it is minus 0.2. These 3 points lies between this 0.3 and minus 0.5. Therefore, we can write here minus 0.1, 0.1 and minus 0.2 are 3 numbers lies between 0.3 and minus 0.5. Dear student, this first sum I show you by 2 methods. For this method, we have to use the formula half into A plus B. Then we got 3 numbers, and This is also easy method. We can follow any one method. Now dear students, this first sum is completed. Then second, third and fourth I will show by this method. And you have to try these three sum by this method. In exam you can write, you can use any method. This method also applicable and this method is also applicable for exam. Now let's see the second sum. It is minus 2.3 and minus 2.33. Now dear student, we have to find out the three numbers between these two numbers. For that purpose, see here, I can write like this: minus 2.3 is equal to minus 2.300. After decimal point, if I put many zeros, it doesn't make the value, it doesn't change the value of original number. Then it is similarly minus 2.33 is equal to minus 2.33, we put here 10. Now the numbers are minus 2.300 and minus 2.330. Now we have to write the numbers between these two numbers. Therefore we can write here first minus 2.300, 300. After that it is minus 2.301, then minus 2.302, then minus 2.303, then it is minus 2.304. Like this we can write up to minus 2.330, 304, 305, 306. Like this we can write up to minus 2.330. Therefore these are the numbers lies between these two numbers. Any doubt? I think everyone understood that it is very easy. Now the third one is given. It is 5.2 and here it is 5.3, the third one. Now similarly we can use the first method. In this method we can write it 5.2 is equal to 5.20. We put 10 over here, it doesn't make the change the value of original number. It is 5.3 means it is 5. Yes, very good, it is 5.30. Now we have to write here 5.20 and 5.30. Now write down 5.20. After that it will be a 5.21. Very good, it is 5.22, it is 5.23, 5.24, 5.25, 5.26, 5.27, 5.28, 5.29 and dear student 5.30. 5.30. Now see, this 5.20 means 5.2 and 5.30. There are many numbers which we have written here. I think everyone understood this. Simple, very easy. Now the last sum is given. It is minus 4.5 and minus 4.6. Now dear student, see, minus 4.5 is equal to minus 4.50, and minus 4.6 means it is minus 4.60. Now we can write here minus 4.50 and minus 4.60. Now write it serially. Minus 4.50, this is our first given number. Second will be minus 4.51, minus 4.52, minus 4.53, minus 4.54, minus 4.55, minus 4.56, minus 4.57, minus 4.58, minus 4.59, and minus 4.60. This is the two numbers. In between these two numbers there are many numbers which we have written. You can take anything from this and write down the final answer. These are the numbers lies between minus 4.50 and minus 4.60. Dear student, you can use this method, or this method also you can use while solving the sums. Try to understand this and write down all this sum in your notebook and solve the similar sums which are present in a problem set 2. Thank you.